This is question 1, and it's a question involving algebra and indices. So we can see here that we've got n to the power 3 times n to the power 5. And we'll just use the rule that when we've got two things that's the same base, so we can see that n and n have to be the same, then we just add the powers there. So that just becomes n to the 3 plus 5 makes 8. And that's it for the first one. For the second one, we've got a fraction, and we have to consider that a fraction means that we subtract the powers. So for example, just before I do this one, if we had x to the power 5 and we were dividing it by, so I could represent it as a fraction, dividing it by x to the power 2, then what that would be x to the power, and I would just subtract these powers. 5 take away 2 would give me 3. So that's what I would do if I was dividing. I would actually subtract the powers there. So in the example we've got, we can consider each letter separately. So we've got c to the power 3 on top and c to the power 2 on the bottom. So that's just dividing c to the power 3 by c to the power 2. And if we subtract 2 from 3, we'll get 1. So that gives us a power of 1. And then if we look at the d, we've got d to the power 4. And actually d without a power written on it on the bottom there is actually the same as d to the power 1. We just don't usually write that. So we can subtract those powers. We can say it's 4 take away 1 is 3. So that becomes c to the power 1 times d to the power 3. And just to make it more conventional, we might not want to bother writing the 1 there. So we might just call it c d to the power 3. And that's that part B completed. If we look at the final part, part C, we've actually got an inequality here. So this bit in the middle looks like a sort of triangle. And what it's telling me is that whatever that's on this side of it, so if I had something like x and I had y, I would actually be saying that x is bigger than y. And that's what that symbol means in the middle, that it's x is bigger than y. So if we look at this one, we have to treat it as though it's just an equation. And so we want to get x on one side and then whatever it turns out to be on the other side of the inequality. So to start off with, I'm just going to times both sides of that by 2. And that will simplify because that will cancel with a 2 at the bottom of the fraction. And it will tell me that 5x is actually greater than 7 times 2, 14. And then to complete it, we just need to get the x on its own. So at the moment, it's saying 5 times x is greater than 14. So I'm going to divide both sides now by 5. And then the 5s will cancel on the left-hand side. And that just leaves me with the x is greater than 14 over 5. And all the question wants us to do is just get x on its own. So it's not asked us to put it in any particular way, the final answer. So we can just leave it like that. That's it, completed. So I hope that's been helpful to you. And if it has, please consider subscribing to our channel and also giving the video a thumbs up. Thanks for watching.